Hello and welcome to Talent League with I am Velocity. I'm here with my co-caster WanteD. How are you doing today, WanteD?
I'm doing okay. How are you, man?
Good, good. You? It's gonna be a good game today, I think. We've got personally it's my first time ever casting Talent League, so it's gonna be an interesting time because obviously you've never done this in Talent League before. But we've got Hyferion5 versus WanteD. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, no, you're right. Hyferion5.
Hyferion. No.
Yeah. This is gonna be a really good match to watch. This is actually I think both of these teams are in the top four right now with Hyferion in first place and Structure Esports. Not sorry, Structure Esports. That's who they played last week with Team WanteD in fourth place, and Team WanteD actually got their 3 points off of a forfeit win, I think. So coming into this matchup, they're gonna have to take on a formidable team in Hyferion 5, and they have some real good gunners on their team. So you're in for a treat, man.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so.
Well, let's see. I can. Nope. Let's go. Teams are ready now, so we're gonna go right into the game. hmm All right, so I guess what we can do, since it is your first time casting with us, I can actually talk a little bit about the players on this team. One of my favorite players in this team is my favorite player on this team of Hyferion 5 is actually their captain Stizzy. He's a really good captain, but not only that, he's also a really good player. He plays on a little bit of a flex role. So the first band coming out is actually going to be the Thatcher band, which is kind of expected on this map, and I do expect to see either a Forest or Herbano band.
Yeah, I mean, Thatcher is always a pretty standard ban. Just for anyone really, isn't it? Um, yeah.
Maverick. Okay. Maverick comes
Maverick.
out, so there's no Maverick tricking involved in this at all. So that's going to take a little bit away from the attacking side when it comes to getting those maybe jacuzzi wall or even a server wall. And then we also got the Kaid band, so those hatches are not going to be trickable, nor are the walls, unless you want to bring a bandit, of course.
Yeah, of course. Well, 2 seconds left of this ban. Let's see what we get. We're gonna get a one-line ban here. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty standard ban phase ban lineup. In my opinion. Um,
Yeah.
you got any comments on
Uh,
that?
Well, no, not really. The Wamai ban is a bit weird to me. I don't see a lot of Wamai bans just because he's not even picked a lot in competitive play. I would have liked to see the Jaeger ban because you know they're gonna play Jaeger as Prophet brings it out right here, and I don't know. There's not like the attacking bans are pretty standard, but the defensive bans are what kind of gets me. The one thing about Cade though is he's more or less for hatches, but he's also used for the jacuzzi wall, like I said, and also server wall as well. But yeah, the Wamai ban is a bit weird to me. We are gonna see the IQB6 pick because of the Valkyrie. See, if Wamai wasn't banned, I would have liked the Valkyrie to be banned, maybe, or even the Jaeger. It's I don't know what their game plan is, so we're just gonna head into this match and we're gonna see exactly why they banned the Wamai instead of the Jaeger or the Valkyrie at least, because Valkyrie's been seeing a lot of ban time as well.
Yeah, I mean, I see Valkyrie a lot getting banned nowadays because obviously she's quite one of the big info operators now, and you know, just getting rid of her gets rid of the many like sort of threat of the info, but Valkyrie not getting banned there is I found that quite interesting because he personally in ranked games and stuff I see that he's just not been banned, and yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see because the reason why people ban Valkyrie is because her Valkyrie cameras are used in the most sneakiest of ways. You can really just find the most just outlandish Valkyrie cams ever, and there is gonna be a reinforcement on Jacuzzi Wall. Like I just mentioned again, you won't be able to Maverick trick that up, and Prophet's gonna be able to close it up, and they're gonna do what looks to be a top-down hole with Prophet being the only one upstairs by himself. He's not gonna really have a lot of support here. The Valkyrie though is gonna be lighting up what looks to be the Ayana on this strip club push, and because the MPX is a pea shooter, she's not gonna get it down there, and that is KNS grabbing the first kill of the game onto Melu. Good push, good team push from the Ayana and the IQ as they open this round up for their team.
Yeah, very, very, very good pick there. Taking out the Valkyrie, that was a very good pick.
He already wasted his nitro soul, so he's not going to be able to use that nitro soul anymore. Prophet is going to get a pick though, evening the man count. High Sense is going to get another pick here, making this a 4v3 advantage for this team. That's the round flipped on his head. Team WanteD not wanting that. But Yao is going to get that pick on the main stairs, taking out the mute, and that's the mute gone, but it's not really going to remove anything from the defense because they still got the mute jammers on site to help support their defensive hold here.
As you can see, Jaeger just playing in just that sort of corner there. Sorry, I've got the name of that. Two rotates, so he's got two angles perfect on people. With the Malusi looking up the top as well with the hatch. Taking some shots. Could not land any shots on him. That might sit upstairs, just above the bomb. They got the hatch open. I don't think they do. Should probably get that open. They don't.
It's no Kaid or no impact on the defensive team to like deny it, impact tricking of any kind, and you see Sledge open up these holes. They got a minute left or 55 seconds to go as they are now just opening up these angles into sight. And they did get the hatch open. They did spot a black eye camera. As you see Yayo just completely destroying the black eye cameras. Not destroying anybody just yet, but he is going to completely destroy this floor right above Arsenal. And yeah, they're going to drone out dirt here. They're going to see that shield, but nobody's going to be playing behind that shield, funnily enough. You usually see the smoke playing there, but the smoke is playing far back off of dirt, and he's pushed off of this dirt hold. He's going to have some struggle shooting that drone as well. Doesn't want that, but
Barnes going to take some shots. Going to get very weak there. Only got 15 seconds left. Defense are playing very well with the holding there, but the grade's going to go down, and they're going to pick up from Lucy. Barnes going to go down as well. 2v2 here. It's 5 seconds left.
To go. Attackers
He's going to try and hit the defuse down. Can he? Thermite's going to go down to the smoke. Can the smoke get a pick on the Thermite? No, he can't. The plant's going to go down, I think. Plant's going to go down, but Thermite's going to go down. Defuse off.
3v1 eventually turned to a 2v0 as H5, yeah, I don't know. They not really had to retake because the Sledge wasn't really ready for the gunfight, so it was very easy for them to just kind of pounce on him at the same time because you can't shoot two people at once unless they're just lined up. And that's gonna be the round for Hyferion5. That attack just seemingly it had potential until Prophet and High Sins actually got that pick, those two picks, and made it into their advantage. And after that, the attack just kind of like stalled out for a little bit until the Sledge started breaking down floors, until the Habana started getting the hatch, until they had an entrance into dirt, and they just kind of kind of stalled there a little bit. They just had to eventually drop into sight, and
need to locate
funnily enough, they do bring the IQ again, and I wonder why, because the IQ wasn't really that useful in spotting. I think they brought the IQ last time, and it wasn't really useful in spotting out the Valkyrie cameras.
Yeah, I mean, Hyferion5? I don't know how to say that name, but yeah, they played the defense there very well. But I agree with you. If I was on Team WanteD, I'd swap out the IQ because the IQ really didn't do much last thing, and obviously I think bringing it into the first year, especially on the site. But at the same time, they did have a bandit, so they won't really know. No point bringing it because obviously.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to maybe get the mutes from below. Maybe I don't know, but
yeah, that always could be what they're trying to do. But we just have to wait and see. That's where you go into the action phase now.
Yeah. And you know, with the recent mute changes, the Thatcher can actually easily just get this wall here by placing a thermite charge just a little bit above the proximity where it's going to be affected at. And he doesn't even have to repel. He's just going to blow it right open because there is no mute charge. Mute's just going to be playing below, I'm guessing, for the Nitro Cell play. And they're just going to completely give Team WanteD this wall. And it looks like they're playing off of sight, really. There's nobody to really counter this wall push. Yayo's just pre-firing the doorway to Cash just from a far out angle. They're just looking to give him sight. They have these angles to play, though. They can play him from far out and just kind of hold these angles as the attack pushes in, and you see the IQ just entering bedroom with the Ayana in support of her. I don't know, this round is a little bit weird to me. It's not, you see okay, so the IQ is now coming into a full effect. They're gonna spot out the Valkyrie cameras and finally take it out. The Valkyrie's just going to be playing from below with the Nitro cell, but there is no destructible force in construction, funnily enough, so kind of futile a little bit, but she might throw it on that hatch as you see her just play a little bit below that.
Yeah, well, 5v5 there. We've got a minute and 30 seconds left. Iana's going to try and walk into. God, my mind's completely blank. What was I saying? Iana's going to get the pick. That's what matters. She's going to try and get another pick. She's going to go down. I've just lost track of exactly what's happened. So many people just died.
Deku spotted out the laser sight from the mute on the bottom of main stairs and immediately eliminated him. And then Deku should have gotten that kill into the Valkyrie, but the IQ of KNS eventually got that trade. And it's about to be a minute left as they're just getting smoked out of construction. It looks like a full construction take. They don't know what they want to take right now, and it just looks a little bit uncoordinated. As Autumn just randomly swings that and just gets smoked by Frozen. There's no way you swing that and think you can just win the gunfight without ADSing, young man. What? KNS is going to drone out the rest of the site here as they have 35 seconds left to go. It's a 3v2 now. Melu on low health. He's literally one shot. If they can literally kiss him on the mouth, then he's going to die. Frozen's going to throw a little bit of some flashbangs into red, and Melu's just going to actually swing onto main wall. The Melusi, the last one alive, as she's stuck in a 1v3 situation. She's going to throw an impact right at the planter, but it's not going to get anything from it. And the planter is actually still full health. She's going to throw another impact nade out as the sledge is going to be prone outside of main wall. She's not going to know it. She's literally gonna like wide swing that slowly, but she's not gonna pre-fire exactly where he's at. She's not gonna pre-fire at all, and that's to her demise because guess what? She's dead, and that's the round for not Hyferion5, Team WanteD.
Team WanteD play that very well. I can't really see much else. I mean, they definitely redeemed themselves after the first round. I mean, the first round for them was still good. They just couldn't. They just couldn't go that extra mile, but this round they did. So yeah, it's always good.
Bit.
So.
I would have to say it wasn't really a lot of coordination coming out from Team WanteD. Just Hyferion5 swinging and then their swings not paying off. Swing or be swung in this meta of Siege, and it just doesn't help them out at all. And yeah, you're gonna see the Goyo be 6-picked off onto the Valkyrie as they go back into CCTV cache, and the IQ going onto the Twitch. With Twitch's recent changes, her Twitch drones can now jump, and she has also increased ranges with her Twitch drones as well. So she has a lot more usability now in competitive plays. People started to bring her a lot more, not only just because of her Twitch drones being not reworked, but being upgraded or loved the way they have been, but also because of her F2. Her F2 is an absolute laser beam, and it's just, it goes burr. It's like the Alba or like these LMGs that everybody's been using lately ever since they nerfed every other gun. It's just it goes burr, and it's like it's just a really good gun that a lot of people are starting to use nowadays.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But we're going into the actual phase now, so let's see what Team WanteD and Hyferion5 can bring this round. I mean, Hyferion5 has got to do something. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
As we saw last round, they just swung and nothing happened. You know, they need to be effective with their swings. But I feel like going to try and take out the wall here. There is no mute jam, I don't think, but I could be wrong. Mute is going to literally sit on them. There is.
Yeah. Mute jammer is going to be on that wall, but with the changes that the mute jammer has gotten, it's kind of made it so that he's not going to be the main one to deny these hard breach utilities. As you see, Team WanteD move into the building very quickly. Dako getting the first pick for his team, opening up the round, making this a 5v4 off rip, and that's your smoke gone. You don't want, that's not the operator that you want gone, especially at the beginning of the round. That's going to hurt Hyferion5 coming into the latter stages of the round where Team WanteD are going to want to push this later on. And it's a little bit careless from Autumn, I'm not going to lie to you.
See the Valkyrie roaming. Going to try and rotate out to the site. Mute is also about down below. Still, we're both roaming. Thatcher, I think, is Seymour, but Sledge is going to go down to the Valkyrie. Beautiful pick from Valkyrie there.
Valkyrie just swinging from lounge into the main door, and what Yayo wasn't ready for it. You see the construction push coming out from Team WanteD as well as Melu just. Oh my God, that's a double from Melu as he just goes insane. He's gonna get 2 kills from 2 players running in from construction as well.
So damage. Don't know where from. Guys, can he get any hits? No, he cannot. Looking at the doors. Havana is looking into the servers here. Can't find anyone at the moment. Look. Does she know that Jaeger is just behind that wall?
Yeah, you see the thermite of Yayo just on this, or Yao, on this east side rappel looking into main wall here. As he's trying to make an impact for his team, but it's probably going to be for naught as the numbers advantage clearly favor Hyferion5 here. And they're gonna be left worse for wear as the clock ticks down, not in their favor neither. There's 25 seconds left as the Habana's just gonna try and peek into sight, and that's a careless swing from the Malusi here as she gives up garage control to the Habana. Prophet's gonna easily snag that one back, making this a 3v1. Oh no, you don't. They both swing. One of them gets down, and it's Melu who actually takes out one, and he takes out his own teammate, but he also takes out the player instead. So that's I'm not too sure what happened there, but he just randomly takes out his own player and then takes out another. That's how good Melu is. He can kill his own teammates while killing the enemy team. There you go. It's 2-1 to Hyferion5 on their defense, and now they're gonna choose to go to Church Arsenal, where they had their last successful defense at.
I mean, yeah, that round both teams played all right. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement, but at the same time, we are only in the 4th round of this game. So, hey, let's see what both of these guys can pull out in the coming rounds.
Yeah, I do agree with you there. I don't know. We're not gonna see a 6-pick this time unless the Mute wants to 6-pick, because he's just. Nope, never mind. He's not going to 6-pick off of anything. And this is the lineup coming into this round. We still have the IQ coming right back instead of the Twitch like they had it last time. And IQ is going to be a direct counter to the Valkyrie, albeit not the only well, no, she's basically the only counter because she's the only one who can actually ping and spot her cameras. And also you do have the Sledge coming out. You also have the Ayana. Bit of intel gathering, mainly from the Ayana. You do get those pair of frag grenades as well as the pair of frag grenades that you do get from Sledge. And also you got that breaching hammer as well in play. So he's going to open up some vertical angles as well. And also has a powerful gun in his hand. You also have the smoke and the Valkyrie, like I just said. And also the Malusi, Jaeger, and Mute.
Bomb.
So a little bit of utility, good bit of utility game that we have here, especially with Mute and Valkyrie having the nitro cells.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
And he's gonna be using those cameras to his advantages as he's trying to get those nitro cells from below. You also have, again, like I said, the smoke. He's gonna be very pivotal for those late round pushes, or even for a dirt push if he's covering that at all. I don't know. You see the thermite here get the jacuzzi wall as the Mute is just gonna stay here in gym. He's not gonna drop off just yet. He's gonna do it now as I say that. And Deku's actually gonna be the first one to be taken out. That's your Ayana going to, so his Ayana clone's gone. And that's also frag grenades and the Garn 6 gone if she equipped those. Both of them. 5v4 advantage for Hyferion5.
Sedge gonna take a good amount of damage though. Can he return any shots? No, he cannot.
He's gonna be left worse to wear from that fight. Still 5v4 disadvantage for Team WanteD as well. And this is not what they wanted. That's a pun. Please laugh. And he's not gonna push it to kitchen here quite yet. Mute is gonna be playing these main stairs along with Jaeger, and IQ still gonna be on the 2nd floor trying to spot out any gadgetry. Not really spotting anything quite yet, unless there was a Valkyrie camera that was just well hidden. I'm not too sure. Valkyrie cameras are gonna go unnoticed as they're gonna go unshot there, and the IQ, who's a direct counter to the Valkyrie play, is gonna be lit up. And again, this intel game is just gonna really bite Team WanteD in the butt, and that's the IQ down, and that's a nitro cell, and she's gone away from this round. Yayo not taking any. Yeah, it's not. Yayo not even taking any damage from that neither.
I mean, that was a very good pick again. You know, they've got out their iron and they've got out their another pick's gonna come through. But on the side of her 5, yeah, as I was saying, they've got rid of their Ayana and their IQ. So two of their basically their two main intel operators, and they're gone. So they're now going to play with basically no intel. So let's see how this unwinds.
They have about 45 seconds left to make an execute onto site. It's a 4v3 advantage for Hyferion5. They lose their IQ. They lost their Iana did Team WanteD, and they're gonna have to look to make these angle work or even make their utility work because the Habana still has six pellets left, and I don't even think the Sledge has used another one of his breaching cameras apart from like destroying the door or something. I'm not too sure. Yao's gonna peek down this moto hatch though. He's gonna look to see if he can catch a rotate. He's gonna throw a flash grenade, so it looks like he's gonna jump down there right quick, but he's not gonna take note of the Malusi that's probably gonna be in hallway. She's just gonna walk into sight. She's not in hallway, my bad. She's behind bar and she completely fooled me just like how she completely fooled him. And that's Prophet grabbing the final kill of this game onto Frozen from Blue. And that's the round over and done with 3-1 to Hyferion5.
Well played to Hyferion5. I can't say much more. I mean, yeah, two of the players that get picked off, three I think actually, but I mean they played it well. They held their angles and forced them to sort of rush their attack, and it ended up going badly for them. So very well played. Let's see what they can pull out this round.
Team WanteD are gonna look to change the course of these rounds as these attacks have not gone their way. A 4-2 split or a 3-3 split wouldn't be too bad to ask for them if they can win 2 rounds or even just win 1 more round and then bring it onto the defensive half for themselves. But you know they are gonna want better for their attacks. Because it seems like when they get close when it comes to their man count, they get the first pick, and then after that they kind of like lose some structure, and then they just like completely like tumble and scramble, and then there's no coordination, and then they start to really break down as a team, and that's not what you want from your attacking sides at all. You do want like a little bit more coordination than what they're bringing out here. There's a lot of times where it seems like one player was just caught off guard by like a simple swing or a simple peek that Hyferion5 did, or even just like the utility clearage, or them just getting like a wall or a hatch or something around the site. It's not really working out for them, not at all, and it's hard to explain because Clubhouse is a very defender-sided map according to competitive statistics, and it's showing it right here because there's not a lot I can really say about their attacks that can help them. They have to do that themselves, you know, as we move into this round, and it looks like a gym bedroom defense. Yes, a lot of teams have picked this site lately just because it's one of the better sites in Clubhouse.
Yeah, I agree with basically everything you said there, you know. But Iana's already in the building, so we're well, no, they're nearly all in the building. So we're gonna see. The fear we don't really see too much anymore. Well, personally, I don't. Yeah, I don't see her too much anymore after her after a very big nerf. So it's interesting because obviously, yeah, we don't see her too much, and so we're gonna have to see how they play her.
All set to blow it up.
Yeah, that's all I can really say about that.
Going live.
Yeah, I agree with you right there. They are gonna get the CCTV control, but they're not gonna really do nothing with it. Again, it's a minute and 40, and they haven't cleared this Aruni gate quite yet. The Sophia is gonna do that with her impact nades, or I'm so sorry, the Frozen is actually gonna waste one of his flashes on that, but the utility usage from Hyferion5 on this red stairs take. You see the ADSs, you saw the Aruni gate. It's just gonna completely demolish the utility that Team WanteD just wasted on that push, and they're just gonna have to push this site with the limited utility that they do have. Yayo I think he just wasted a exothermic charge on a wall. I'm not too sure. That was actually not a waste because it was on Jacuzzi wall, but the first pick is not going to be a waste neither, as that's your Sledge gone. Autumn's going to get a pick, then Prophet. They're just singing in harmony of one another, just getting a kill one after the other. That's how coordinated they are. They're going to push into construction, our Team WanteD. You see the Habana push again into construction. She's going to peek into offices. And Mira's also going to be ready for her here behind this half wall. Not half wall. What type of wall that is.
well, we'll say with 22 seconds left on the clock. 3v4 here. Beautiful pick from Habana. Habana's gonna get another pick there. 3v3. Oh, I think I was wrong there. I think I said 2v3. 4v3. Oh, okay. 1v3 Habana. Habana making that 1v2.
Remaining.
Habana making that 1v1.
No.
Oh, that's just unlucky that. I mean,
that came so close yet so far away. The Aruni just ran. You wouldn't believe that Habana's a 3-speed and that Aruni's a 2-speed with how fast the Aruni ran away from her. But there you go. That's just the
how it is.
yeah. It's just how it is. It's how
So
the
far,
round goes.
I'm seeing good things from. I'm not going to try and say the name again because I keep butchering it every time. Hyferion5? I don't know how to say it, man.
Hyferion.
Hyferion. I keep
Yeah.
Alright, Hyferion5. We've seen good things from these, and I'm hoping they can bring good things in the coming rounds.
Team WanteD are gonna want to grab this round coming into the defensive half because again, Clubhouse is a defender-sided map, and a 4-2 split is usually what some teams look for. If not a better, if they can get it, usually a 4-2 split is the average that comes in from a Clubhouse attack. Coming into the split, but we're gonna see for the final defensive round that Hyferion5 have here, we're gonna see a cash CCTV hold from them. And bring out the Valkyrie. They've been bringing out the Valkyrie. This is the same exact lineup that they've had on the same site for the past, I think, 2 rounds that they've actually ran in this site. And you do see also the smoke coming out. So he's probably going to hold red with Malusi reinforcing the whole garage doors. I'm so sorry, garage walls. And Mute is going to be putting his mute jammers down there. But I'm kind of disappointed with the Kaid band. They don't bring a bandit. And in this case, with how much Mute has changed, I don't understand why more people aren't bringing Bandit. And I guess it's just the risk factor of bringing him and trying some Bandit trick. But I don't know. I would feel a lot better if they brought a Bandit maybe instead, or maybe a Bandit combined with the Mute. But we'll see.
Don't know what that was. Yeah, I mean, we've got the Jaeger, but Iana's gonna go down, but she's gonna get damage on Valkyrie as well. Jaeger takes the drop, can't land any shots. Okay, that's
Hyferion5 are very extended on this round. It's paying off for them as they're getting the picks. They did get the Iana, so that
Bomb load.
like again, that's intel gone. So those are those Iana clones gone. She's not gonna be able to use them to be able to ping or help you gather intel or even burn utility. Well, not burn you mag because there's no Rooney gates in sight. A little bit of lag here. I'm sorry about that. And they're gonna be a minute and 45 left. You saw the Jaeger kind of push off from garage, and that's actually profit gone from the round. Oh wow, that's actually a spray and a miss from the Sophia. This is a 3v3 now. The Malusi just stealing that kill basically. That should have been a KNS kill, but he's not gonna be able to get it. And y'all's just gonna be waiting for this Malusi to peek because it looks like the Malusi wants to, but she's not gonna do it.
Attackers have located a bomb.
A minute and 14 coming into this round as the Mute is just holding blue stairs. I don't know if he's waiting for a jump in from team WanteD player, but oh wait, he's just gonna swing. He's not waiting for anybody. He said F you and waiting because he's just gonna swing and grab whoever that was. I think it was Yayo. He's gonna grab him with that shotgun, and now it's a 2v2.
I
No
run down the
advantage for
hall.
either team.
I run down the hall for 2 seconds to get a glass of water because my throat's hurting. And everyone is already dead. It's literally 2v2. I left it was like a
Oh no! Now it's
4v2. It's
a
1v1. Oh, and
Now it's a 1v0.
Hyferion5 are gonna take a round. Okay.
5-1 defensive half. As much as Clubhouse is a defender-sided map, like I've said so many times in this matchup, in this stream or whatever, a 5-1 half is not what Team WanteD wants. And they're gonna be looking to make a bit of a comeback here, as this looks like this match is just gonna run away, and it's gonna be Hyferion5 taking the game in their hands. They're gonna have a tactical pause here, as you're gonna see my beautiful face yet again, and the beautiful picture of Homer Simpson on velocity screen. And I want to talk a little bit about this matchup. I kind of want to pick your brain a little bit because uh, the uh the ban so far not working out in Team Wanted's favor. They attacked first, and I don't know, with the way that they were attacking, a Maverick wouldn't have made much of a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
So what I see that's happening is Hyferion 5 are sort of swinging a bit too much. Obviously the whole point really on the defense is this map I find is a bit more defensive sided. But they're sort of playing a more of an attacking defense, which is fine. I mean, they can take their gunfights and they win most of their gunfights, so fair play. But they're sort of swinging and they're swinging a bit aggressively. I'm seeing some of their players are swinging solo. They're not with anyone to get the refrag or anything. But and then I see with Team WanteD, I think they have strats and stuff. They're just Hyferion 5 are just stopping them from getting those strats from the second they try and pull it off, and it's just because they've not prepared for those that sort of shutdown that they can't really do anything.
yeah, Team Wanted it's more or less Hyferion 5 are winning. When they're winning these gunfights, they get the confidence to keep on taking them. And so if they're going to keep on taking them, if they're going to keep on winning them, then why change it? They have nothing to change if it's working for them. You don't, the old saying, don't fix what's not broken, and they're not going to fix it. They're just going to keep on doing it. And Team Wanted so far are not shutting it down. They're letting Prophet, they're letting Stizzy, they're letting every single player on that team get a swing and a make on them, and it's hurting them. But sorry, I wanted to check in and see if the game was ready or not, but it's not quite yet. But uh, it's it's a little bit weird coming in from Team Wanted because they'll have the man advantage first, and then they'll start to like crumble and lose it, and it's because maybe they're not using their utility right. Maybe they're not using it in the right places. Maybe they're not like prepared for Hyferion 5's aggressiveness, and it's a little bit weird coming into this because I don't know, like it's a bit weird. This is Hyferion 5's map pick though, so understandable that they did take it, but I wouldn't have expected it to be this dominant, especially not on their defenses.
Yeah. I mean, Hyferion 5, I'm interested to see how they play on the defense because obviously if they're playing this on the attack side, if they're playing this aggressive on defense, then surely their attack have got to be so strong.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Aggressive defenses always translate into aggressive attacks, but we won't know that until we see it because Hyferion 5 could be just really jittery on their attacks but really good on their defenses because defense offers that security that attack doesn't, and that's that you're already inside the building and that you already have map control. Whereas with attack, you have to gain map control, you have to set the pace, you have to set the tempo for the dance that you're about to dance with the other team that's on defense. And it's a little bit more, it's why you hear people say it's harder to attack than it is to defense on than it is to defend on siege, and that oh, attacking is defending is always the easier side just because of that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I digress. We're gonna still wait for this matchup, and it's gonna be a team. It's a team tech timeout for Team Wanted, so they're gonna have some time to think about this a little bit. And we are gonna go right back into the match as we transition the scenes here. And interestingly enough, the Echo is going to be picked here. I wonder, yep, 6 picks. Sorry, it's going to not be the Echo. It's going to be the Mozzie instead. And now they have still the same amount of intel gain, just you don't have it guaranteed with those Echo drones anymore. You have to steal the drones from the attacking team. And instead of the Buck, we see the IQ, which,
Attackers need to
funnily enough, since I'm guessing it's because of the Valkyrie pick, since Valkyrie's banned so much, they're going to have to bring the IQ instead because Hyferion 5 did ban Owamai instead of the Valkyrie. And it'll be interesting to see. And they bring the Hibana and the Ace, so the 2 hard breaching duos.
Yeah. I agree with you there, but it's 5-1 to Hyferion 5. I mean, Team Wanted really need to pull something out of the bag here.
5 seconds.
Yeah, they really need to pull something out of the bag here, but whether they can or whether they can't, we're going to find out here.
Locate a bomb and defuse it.
Gonna be heading into round 7 here as Hyferion5 are gonna look to put themselves on match point. Find out what the heck is Valkyrie doing down all the way down here. What is this hold? What is she doing? She's okay. Funnily enough, they are on the second floor defense. I want to see how this works before I end up judging it too harshly, because you don't see that whole wall of church be reinforced. Nor do you see that rotate down there unless it's a basement defense, but it's not. It's a second floor defense. And I don't know if they're playing for a retake, but they leave the site completely naked. I'm not too sure about this, because it looks like Hyferion5 are actually going to drone this out. They're going to notice. You see that they leave site completely naked. They're going to notice how naked it is. And the only one who's going to be really around or supporting the site is actually going to be the mute. He's watching for the jump in, so I'm sorry, I was wrong. There is a rotation in between sites. It's facing right where that gym window jump in is going to be in. And it looks like they're finally all looking to retake site. Team WanteD, I'm not too sure about this strat here. Aiki is just going to be planted on this window, and she's going to notice that there's somebody peeking her from servers.
Swapping eggs!
Yeah, I mean, no shots properly traded. Yeah, I mean, Mozzy's taking a couple shots here, but nothing major. But Mozzy is going to go down here. Just, what has happened there? Did he not hear them come through or something? Ace is going to be holding the angle. Ace, did Ace realize he had defuse?
Oh, Lord. This peek from Yayo probably not going to work out the way that he wants it.
We go from Marley one taps.
This, I don't know. Again, Team WanteD's plan is just not working out for them. I don't know if they're just going to give the free win to Hyferion5 here, because that's exactly what it looks like. They leave site completely naked, and Hyferion5 are just stomping all over site. They're completely overtaking this. He gets a kill through the flash, but Mel is going to completely turn on him and eliminate him from this round, making this a match point for Hyferion5. And looks like this is going to be Hyferion5 map, as it is 6-1.
Yeah. Right, let's see. Let's see what Hyferion. Well, no, let's see if WanteD can pull anything here. But just, I think this map is going to go to Hyferion5. I think they've just played this map very well.
Well, I don't want to say they played it very well. It's just Team WanteD are not really playing it that great. I wanted to give them a chance on that hold, because I wanted to see what they were trying to do on their hold. It looks, they were reinforcing for the wrong site. Again, like I said, it's,
Attackers need to locate.
I don't get that. I don't know. Maybe they're trolling, and maybe they're just like, oh, this map is gonna go Hyferion5's way. We might as well just give it up, boys. But like, literally, again, they reinforced church wall, the whole of church wall. They had a reinforcement in the hallways. I'm sorry, in the hallways between bar and armory. And then they didn't have any manpower on site, and it's just, I've never seen a strat like that before. And I always give chances to strats that I'm like always weirded out by, because sometimes they can work. These players know better than me what works and what doesn't work for their team, but it just didn't work there. And I'm honestly curious as to why they did that. It's very odd.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah, it is slightly odd, but yeah, if they think it's working for their team, then it's working for their team.
I mean, it didn't really work there. That's kind of where I'm confused about. But they are gonna do a little bit of a normal setup here, bit normal considered what they did last time. They're gonna reinforce the jacuzzi wall, but it's gonna get immediately opened up by this ace. Oh, and the ace is on rappel. He almost catches out this Mozzie. Deku not wanting to take the fight, even with the Roni in hand with that 1.5 scope. And he's just going to completely back off from it. I don't know if he's going to rotate back to site, but he's just right on these stairs. He's not going to be wanting to take the gunfight here. He's going to want to take the gunfight here. He's going to pre-fire and back off completely. He has the Malusi in his support in bar with him. Mel is going to drop down hatch. He's going to be completely aggressive on this take. The new player by Hyferion5 who's replaced Gecko for this spot, is gonna rotate on the top of main stairs. Whereas it seems as Team WanteD are actually gonna rotate every single one of them. Gonna rotate completely back onto site, exchanging gunfire. Both teams are, but nobody's gone down since. It's 1:30.
See now, Iana's looking into the kitchen. It's playing upstairs now. It's gonna sort of move downstairs. See, this is where what I do is I use my Gemini because you don't know who's around those corners and things, but I just don't know. But we've got the castle playing in on the church. Yeah, it's completely opened. Can I add as well? So maybe get a couple picks from that. I don't know.
We'll see. We haven't seen a pick yet. It's been a minute. It's odd. Wow. The Ayana just taking damage from that because she walks over the charges and goes off. KNS getting the first pick on this round, making this a 5v4, getting Profit off of that Sophia. Profit going 12-4. I say that's a significant pick for the Team WanteD. And KNS is actually going to take a little bit of chip damage here as he's battling it out with someone. I'm not too sure who. Rose is actually all the way on the bottom of Boo's stairs watching this moto hat drop. Melu's gonna break into kitchen here. And it's about 25 seconds left. Hyferion5 again haven't made any progress around the site. They did open these hatches up. They did open some angles up. But other than that, they haven't really made enough progress to the point where it looks like they're gonna win this. Definitely High Sense is just going to completely disregard the player he saw in blue as he gets drop shotted by the Mozzie. Mozzie's going to be completely aware that somebody's coming down blue stairs because of Malusi. But Yayo's going to completely get his boys back as he takes out the IQ.
Team WanteD's going to take the round. Well played. Well, not really well played, but
well played on Team WanteD's part, but it was a better round from them considering again how to defend the gym bedroom. They're gonna bring the castle out again like they did for the same site. And also the Goyo. Goyo doesn't see a lot of competitive play as of late just because well actually yes he does because his shields, they're fire shields. And also they have the little slits on them. But he's not going to be played in this round. It's going to be the Mirror instead as she wasn't banned on the Clubhouse. And they're going to take her. And I'm guessing they're going to play her in bathroom with that wall facing jacuzzi wall. IQ comes 6 pick. Is going to be 6 picked off onto the Buck as well.
yeah, I mean, we're still a match point here for I've already forgotten it. 5. They've got to play as well because obviously it's match point, and if they can get around, they can win that. But at the same time, Team WanteD, I don't think go down well. Fine. So we'll just have to see here because I'm not too sure.
It's going to be an interesting round coming into this one. Hyferion5 still on match point. And WanteD looking to bring this back, but it's gonna be a little bit impossible for them. They're gonna try for a little. It's gonna be a little bit impossible for them because it is 6-2, and Hyferion5 still have a bunch of rounds to go before they eventually surrender to overtime. Mira's gonna be placing her mirrors in logistics office as well as in bathroom wall that's facing jacuzzi, and you see a east side take coming in from Hyferion5 with the Habana. You see the Sophia, and you see the Ayana clone. Not the Ayana clone, that's the real Ayana. She's probably gonna throw not a nade, so I'm sorry, I thought she was gonna activate her clone to join us out. And that's a complete mistake from Profit. He's just gonna walk into the waiting arms of the castle, and there goes a trade from the nade of Ayana. She takes out Yayo, and it's an even man count coming into a 2 minutes and 15 seconds here.
I mean, 2 trades, 2 very fair trades. Well, what can you say? That was just it was a perfect grenades, and Castle shouldn't have just been waiting there. He should have really been not holding an angle if he was, but holding more of a peak where it's more of a he can see them, they can't see them. But that was a terrible nade from Buck there. Jaeger knows Buck. I'm pretty sure Jaeger knows that Buck is on rafters. And I think gonna get the drone. Need to go take a few shots there, not too much though.
the Jaeger behind this big box along with the Mute supporting him. Guessing Mute's gonna be on red. Red has been completely overrun by Hyferion5. They have the Buck and a Hibana. Ina's gonna grab a kill though, not neither one of those players. And KNS is gonna be the only person left in cash as he has support from the Mirror in construction, but the Mirror is eventually gonna have to be playing off of this and probably having to be pushed off maybe because she doesn't have a lot of utility to deal with this push yet. She just wasted a nitro cell, got shot out, and this Jaeger's gonna be just harassed over here. Oh my god, that is a complete harassment from Hyferion5 as they completely move into construction. Yao's just going to rotate onto this logistics mirror, but it's going to be to no avail. The Jaeger devices are going to help him keep him alive a little bit longer. As the smoke grenades come out, he has 2 smokes left. He grabs a nice shot onto Melu. That's the Buck gone. So 1v3, but still an advantage of High 5. Let's see if they can still take their map or if Yael has something to say about this. He's going to push bedroom door leading to construction. He's gonna push this. He's in construction now. He's not gonna shoot that drone because he's gonna alert him to their position, to his position. But he knows there's somebody that he has to know. There's some. Wow, Yao.
Gonna get that pick. That was
yeah.
Good pick there.
Oh please.
2 on 1 there. Sees one.
Hyferion5.
Hyferion5 taking map 1. We're off the chalet now. That was. I want to say that was well played from Hyferion5, which it was. It was just, I think they could play better. I've not seen them play better, obviously, because it's my first ever time casting. Well, casting in general Town League. I've never seen these teams play before, but from what I've seen just now, I think Hyferion5 have a lot of potential to play better, and especially as that was their map, I think they are slightly disappointed in themselves because I think they can play better. But we're now off the chalet, so I'm expecting big things from Team WanteD.
I thought they played their map pretty well. They gotta say it was a 7-2 scoreline. I thought it was pretty good from them. Not gonna lie. I mean, 7-2. Even on their attacks, they looked very good. Team WanteD, a little bit poor on Clubhouse, but again, that's not their map pick. I don't expect them to like win it completely or like completely roll over Hyferion5, but I did expect a little bit better there from them. I think, in my honest opinion, Hyferion5 played their map perfectly. Not perfectly, but it was near perfection, in all honesty.
Alright, so I believe we're going to go on to a 10-minute break here. So we'll be back after the break.
Hey guys, welcome back to Talent League Season 6, Week 2. And today we are on our second map of the first match of this week versus Hyferion5 and Team Wanted. And we're going to Chalet, we're going to the Snowy Alps in France. And I'm very excited for this map. I love Chalet, I love a good Chalet match. We had it yesterday in the grand finals. Oh no, you're fine. We had it yesterday in the grand finals of the Sweden Major, and I want to say like every Chalet match that I've seen in Sweden, because I'm such a big fan of the map, has been really good and really exciting for me to watch. How about you?
I mean, I haven't watched much of the Sweden Major. I've been doing other things. But all the matches that I have watched on Chalet, I'm pretty sure I've watched one or two. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, they've been good.
Yeah, Chalet is kind of like it's more or less on the attacker side, so it's gonna be interesting because Team Wanted. Yeah, game is gonna start right now, as we head into both of the teams are ready, and yeah, again, the attackers have kind of an edge on this map just because of how it's basically formed. There's not, you know, where the defenders are gonna be almost every single time, where they're gonna be roaming if they do get thrown. It's a lot of it's just really good for attackers, and it's kind of not bad for defenders, but it's kind of tough for them to defend on. As we do head into this matchup, we're gonna see the first ban come from Team Wanted, and it's going to be a Maverick ban. So there's not gonna be any Maverick tricking on those walls, and I do expect a Thatcher ban or even a Flores ban, just because of the holes that you can do on certain positions, such as the top of East Stairs, I think, that's near Bar Gaming. You're gonna see the Thatcher ban instead, so Flores is completely open. But like I said, a lot of these positions that are played by defenders, especially with shields, especially with the Jaeger devices, it's really preferred to bring a Flores in order to clear a lot of the utility out because of his Rotero drones, and then now you also see the one my ban, and now the final ban coming in from Team WanteD.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that. We've got a Cade ban coming in. I mean, again, I see from what I'm seeing here, it's a pretty standard ban lineup. No Maverick Trick in Thatcher because he's annoying to play against sometimes. Wamai, again, I don't really see Wamai coming out much in comp here, and we have Cade again, he's just an annoyance to play against. See, what I do here is I'm not quite sure why they banned Thatcher and they banned Cade, but alternatively it'd be different teams. Because what I'd do is I'd see that they've I'd see that they'd ban the Thatcher and I wouldn't ban the Cade because obviously you could then use that on the defense, but alternatively they have the attackers would have to play against it first. So I see why they've done that. We're going to see a Frost, Oryx, Smoke, Aruni, Jaeger lineup here. A pretty standard lineup for a Chalet. And on the attacking side, we're going to see an Ayana, Habana, Buck, Nomad, and Thinker. Again, all right lineup for a Chalet attack. Not quite sure why they brought a Nomad, but at the same time they can use a Nomad to flank. So I've done that.
Nomad is very good, in my opinion, for cutting down those flanks, because I'm guessing with the Oryx ban, which is the wild card here, I don't actually see Oryx a lot on Chalet. Well, maybe not on Chalet, more so I do see him a lot on Courthouse, but because of the hatch play that he's going to be looking to do, I'm guessing that's why they brought the Nomads out. They're probably going to be not only looking to Nomad, like, rotations and flanks, but they're also going to be looking to slow down this Oryx that KNS is going to be playing, because he's going to be playing quite aggressive with it, I assume.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Round starts with Autumn. He's going to be viewing him as he's on the Ayana. He has the Gon 6 in hand, and he also has 2 frag grenades, and he's going to be looking to push. I have no idea yet. It looks like he's just going to be putting pressure on those west side windows of Bar, and also the west side window of, I can't remember what that name is for that one room by the site. I can't remember. You see the Nomad.
Going to go into the building now. It's going to try and get air jabs down. I mean, that's a good thing. Get those air jabs down early, and she's going to be joining up to the Is she going to find the Oryx? Not going to find the Oryx. Doesn't know the Oryx is there yet. The Oryx over there are some shots are exchanged, none hit though. The Oryx take a little bit damage, I think, or it might have been his damage, I'm not sure though.
We're going to be moving quite quickly here. Our Hyferion5, they're looking to start their attacks like they started last time in their own map. And that's really fast and really aggressive. They do have a top-down take, they have a top floor take as well as having that kitchen take as they look to clear out the corners. They do so successfully, and they're going to be setting up again those Nomads on the rotation spot you saw. Do it in the snowmobile garage on that one wall, and then they did it right on the door. I can't remember what that thing is. Wine cellar? Yeah, they put it on that one doorway to wine cellar leading out to the north side of the map. And but it's a minute and 10. They've made some progress on this roam clear, but not really a lot of progress around the site as they have to. Again, if you want to, the main thing about taking a Bar gaming site, as you see, Steve gets smoked there by the Frost holding this one wall, and that is the round opened up for Team WanteD as they are in the man advantage here.
Bomb diffuser.
Brian takes some shots at another person, I don't know who it was. I am using her gem light here, trying to get some info on who's in coverage, but Smoke's going to go down to the thing there. I think I'm looking for another one, can't. She's looking for another one, going to take down the Frost with her, I'm going to take down the Rooney as well. She looking for a 4th. Can't find it. Oryx is going to go down one on 3 here, and the Jaeger's going to go down, giving him round to 5.
Still around for Hyferion5. Ultimately, my words meant nothing as they didn't really need to completely overrun the library, which was above the bar gaming site, and they didn't need to overtake it so quickly because they can just win their gunfights like that, and they won them convincingly so, and they do take the lead here on Chalet, which is Team WanteD's map pick. They're going to be looking to take the 3 points here and extend their lead at the top of the table. As again, we do see the Oryx coming out from Team WanteD. They're going to try bar gaming again, and albeit it wasn't a bad defense from them, they just kind of crumbled at the end of the round, and Hyferion5 kind of caught them off guard a little bit and stunned them in the last few seconds of their round as they were running out of time and they eventually had to rush out of sight.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Hyferion5 just got in and took, two or three of them, and I mean, Hyferion5 got in and took two of them, and then really they just crumbled. They didn't really know what to do. It was quite their, their core operators. They took up the smoke and pretty sure the frost, the two sort of core operators there to sort of not really like prevent them, but like prevent them from even getting getting to site in the first place, let alone the site, the pan 9 things like that. Yeah, so I think that but with those two picks on the operators, they sort of just crumbled underneath it and they couldn't really do much there.
They're going to be starting off this round.
Going into the actual
Oryx
thing.
being picked as well again. Like I said, the Oryx being picked, and he's going to be on his top four alone. He's going to be using these hatches to his advantage and he's going to be pressed immediately to the side of Solari. I don't know who that is. You see the Buck on the bathroom window as he's looking to be aggressive. I don't know if KNS wants to go for a run out, but he is going to alert the Buck to his position. That's the Prophet going to shoot back and let him know that he's still there as well.
Yeah, I mean, Oryx playing very aggressive there. I think that's just the perfect thing for Oryx to do. I think actually, the playing aggressive is actually going to be denying, sort of slowing them down actually. But Oryx is going to get taken out, but going to get a lot of damage on the back end.
And didn't completely back off of that aggressive push that Buck was doing, and even though he got the warning signs that the Buck was there and that he was getting pushed, he still didn't. I don't know, he didn't back up and let Yale deal with them himself because he had that angle coming onto piano door. He could have gotten where the Buck just rushing in, but it doesn't matter. That's Kane that's dead, and Prophet's gonna be lit up on a little bit. He's gonna be lit up a little bit. He's gonna be left a little bit lit. I want to say that's like 50 health. I'm not too sure, but it's gonna be a main advantage for Hyferion5 coming into this round. Oh God, Frozen almost getting a pick there, but he's gonna not hit a single shot onto neither one of these players. He's gonna be one shot for the rest of the round unless he gets down. And he's still gonna get one shot. And that's Hysen grabbing the one shot. That's the one shot headshot mechanic coming into effect. That Stacko dead. And that's the Rooney gone. Yale dropping back into sight, and Jaeger's still gonna persist on this top floor. He's gonna be thrown out again, and he's not gonna persist no more, as that's a double kill for Prophet, being the Prophet here of this round. And 5v2 advantage for them, and that's a swing from Yale, but a make as well from him as he gets got by the Finka as well. Yale left into this 1v4 clutch situation here as he's on the smoke. This is the one operator you want in this 1v4 clutch, but he's not gonna show me why because he's gonna get smoked by Stizzy on the Habana.
Hyferion5 there played that very well in my opinion. I think they played their operators right, and they just took the gunfights and won the fights. Yeah, they played it really well, and I have nothing to comment on that. Team WanteD again. I think they just crumbled again with obviously the Oryx being picked off, and yeah, I think they just crumbled again underneath it. But let's see what both teams can bring to this round here, going into the third round.
Sorry, I clicked off something. Looking into this round, we do see the Frost 6 pick from the Valkyrie, so clearly they think that it doesn't work for them, and they're gonna try and go for a little bit of intel game because maybe the intel will work for them this round. Maybe if they had a close eye on their positioning, they can shut down this attacking force that Hyferion5 are bringing in. That Team WanteD clearly are not able to deal with. Smoke though is going to be up here making a rotation on this top 4 hold that they're going to be. I'm I'm guessing holding on to, because if you really want to defend kitchen and you want to defend it perfectly, you do want to have a top-down control for your defensive sides. You do want to have this top board in your grabs. You don't ever want to use it. You want to hold it close to you. And the reason why is because if it crumbles, the attacker can establish vertical positionings and vertical angles above the site and be able to grab angles from just about anywhere from above. It's literally that whole floor above both kitchen and dining is destructible and easy to break down by the players since they have a buck, and they also, well, no, they only have a buck. That's the only player who can really do it, unless the Nomad brought pushing charges because the Ivana didn't bring hers. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Castle in a bit of a dangerous position there. He's looking, but I don't think anyone's there. But again, Castle just sort of his job now. If he's got his barricade down, he needs to be looking. But oh, that thing gonna get a beautiful little jump out. Will run out and get the pick one. Making no damage, but Castle's gonna take a bit of damage there. Habana and Diana, they're just waiting. They think the castle is still there. I think.
I mean, Bandit, that was, I guess, worth the pick, that was worth the risk, because it does take down the buck, and that's your soft breach utility gone, as Hyferion5 look to refocus their attack here onto this library push that they have. Oh, that's almost a good shot from Frozen, but he just misses out. Ayana trying for the neighbor to get burned out, and that's a complete mislook from KNS as he gets smoked, but Frozen smokes Dizzy right back, and he's gonna get a second. That's a triple kill on the round for Frozen, making this a 4v2 advantage for his team.
Wow. Just very well, not. I can't speak today. Well played, but he knows he's gonna get the wall bang there. Well played from Pinkledge. Knowing where he is, no point waiting, just get the kill. Gonna go into a 3-on-2 here. Castle waiting, gonna try and get a free fire. Not gonna work. Didn't get any hits. Gonna rotate back down on the side, looking up a hatch. All playing up. All attacker playing upstairs now with only 43 seconds left to go. I think it's gonna go down to the castle here.
Finka's dead. Ella's just gonna be on the solarium stairs. He's gonna be smoked out for like a little bit. Yale has 2 more smokes left, so if he wants to, he can just toss him. He's gonna do it again. He's gonna smoke the Nomad completely off of solarium stairs, and she only has one place to go, and that's above this dining room hatch as the diffuser is right there. They taking their eyes off of it, so I don't think they knew that diffuser was actually dropped by Finka. Nomad is not gonna probably look to plant here, as she's gonna be looking to probably grab picks. That's the only way she can win this round, because if she plants, she's gonna die. But she's not gonna be looking to do anything. This is just gonna be a time for Hyferion5 to talk. She's gonna just save the KD, and that's Team WanteD getting their first round of this matchup. A little bit, I would say a little bit better of a start, because this is exactly what happened on Clubhouse. It's kind of like the same start they had on Clubhouse, but hopefully it translates into something better for them. It translates into something better for them here. I'm sorry, I can't talk. I'm running out of breath. That's literally it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. I mean, the site's very similar to Clubhouse. Obviously, doesn't represent the rest of the site, so we're gonna have to see what the other can bring to the table on the other sites. But currently 2-1 to Hyferion5 coming into the 4th round here. We're gonna have a smoke Jaeger to Chanka, Aruni, and Mute on the defending side. On the attacking side, we're gonna have an Ayana, Habana. I didn't see who the rest were. We're gonna have an Ayana, Habana, Buck, Nomad, and Finka. No 6 picks there. See what they can bring to the table there. Teams.
Anyways, you see the mute coming out, and I think they had the mute last round. I'm not too sure. I didn't see it. I think instead of the mute, they had somebody else completely different. They are gonna bring the SAS brothers out for this round, and you do see the Rooney Gate. Sorry, it's gonna action into this round. It's gonna be used to burn the utility of the attackers and also waste their time, because if they see those gates, they're gonna be looking at them like a deer stuck in headlights. You know, that's the saying here in the South, and I'm gonna keep using that saying because it's exactly what a Rooney Gate can do. Melo's just gonna be putting a air jab on that little run out from Snowmobile Garage, and he's gonna be going and he's gonna be regrouping with his team. What looks to be a library take for Hyferion5.
Yeah, I mean, definitely looking like to be a library take, but no, there's no but there, really. Most definitely, them. Pretty sure all of them won that library, but I think it seems to be, but I'm not sure. Is someone in there? Yeah, looking for a quick hit, trying to get a headshot. Can't get a Jaeger's to get a headshot. What a shot!
And that's just eating profit out of this lobby. He said, "Get out of here, son," and that's the round opened up for Team Wanted as they have the main advantage here. Sorry, Finka, I'm gonna say the operator name because I don't want to say his whole name, but Stacey's actually gonna be the one to get a kill here. Might want to focus your attention onto him there because he gets the pick onto Jaeger in that round, and that's this mezzanine hold completely gone. But no, the mute is just gonna persist here, and that's not a good decision, Frozen, as he completely collapses under the bullets of Autumn. Hyferion5 completely turned around on its head here. They were in a 5v4 at first, then they can get 2 picks to compensate and make this a 4v3 for their own team, giving them the main advantage.
Has been discovered.
Yeah, it was looking up to it was looking like Team Wanted was gonna have the round after that pick, but you know it's sort of now gone to the hands of Hyferion5. But really, at this point, it's 4v3. Anything can happen. But Tachanka's gonna take a lot of damage here. Basically, he's dead at this point. I mean, but ignore me. He's gonna take a pick, making it 3-on-3. Ayana's got a decent amount of damage done to her as well. Tachanka's lower though, so. Ayana looking into the massive bedroom here.
Looks like the Aruni is aware of this as well, as she's gonna use this 1.5 to hold an angle, or she's just gonna push Ayana. She's gonna get droned out though. But as to whether or not she knows about the position of Ayana is not clear. That Autumn knows about her though. She's gonna be pushing. Oh lord, just gunfight, and that's you gotta take a bow for that, Deku, because that was a good shot from him, and Melu and Izzy are now stuck in a 2v3 situation with Smoke, who doesn't have any smokes left. Izzy though is just gonna rotate to this window, and he's gonna get shotgun. And Deku's gonna be swung, or I'm sorry, he's going to swing. I keep confused. I keep thinking he's on Hyferion5, but no, he's not. Sorry, he's not. My bad. And he's gonna get that kill to end the round off, making this a 2-2. This looking a lot better for Team Wanted.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, they played that round not as well as they played in the previous round, but still well enough that they obviously got the round. It's currently 2-2 here. Going into round 5, we've got Frost, Oryx, Smoke, Aruni, and Jaeger on the defensive side, and the attacking side is the same. So we're gonna have to see what their strats are, because obviously on the attacking side of Hyferion5, they're not changing their setup. So I'm guessing they have a strat or something like that they're trying to put off, but obviously they just can't at the moment. But in the coming rounds, hopefully they can.
Defenders.
I think this is a good enough lineup for them to start. For them, at least for Shelly, maybe not the Habana pick as much, just because, well, they don't know where the defense is going to be able to go. So it's going to be hard for them to really judge whether or not they're going to need the Habana for these setup, because the site doesn't really have a lot of hatches to get, and it only has like I think 2 hatches actually. And usually those hatches get popped out by the defenders because they're trying to hold library, or I'm so sorry, the area above bar gaming, which is library, which is mezzanine, and you don't see that reinforced usually. So the Habana's gonna be mainly used for these mezzanine walls where the Jaeger's standing, maybe from a big window of library, just to open up that wall and completely remove the defenders, or maybe move them out of position so that the attackers can catch them out of position and be able to get those picks. But we'll see. We're coming into this round. This looks to be a library take from Hyferion5, as Autumn and Melu just repels up there.
They always go for the library, and it's interesting because obviously they've tried to take the library the past 2 rounds, and it's gone quite poorly each 2 rounds, and that's obviously given Team Wanted the knowledge that they need, because well, they can just do the exact same things, which will counter them. And considering the on the attacking side it's the exact same setup, they don't need to change their setups at all.
I mean, a library take isn't a bad idea, but maybe, like you said, they should try for a different approach. I'd say like maybe a master bedroom or piano take. They tried that last time and it didn't work, so maybe that's why they're trying for a aggressive take on this west side. You do have the Ayana posted up on this gaming window, this pool table window, and KNS is just right here, just gonna be chilling and vibing in basement as these angles are being held from Hyferion5, and he's gonna pre-fire exactly where the finger's at, and the finger's gonna dodge and weave, but nothing's gonna come from this roam from KNS as he's just gonna escape from there, and I would advise him to escape from there as he's looking for his exit out, but that's not what you want. That's not even the player that they were looking for, because that's Deku, and that's the Haruni guard, and that's this west stairs giving up for Hyferion5 as they look to push and make their way around this west side. This is obviously a west side take from Hyferion5 and make their round coming in for Team Wanted as they prepare for the latter stages of this round.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. That was a very well thrown nade from whoever it was from, Thinker, I think. But yeah, well thrown, well played from him. But Thinker knows there's one in there, and the smart thing to do is just hold it. Mozzie Mozzie's gonna go weak. We're gonna take our hand down with it, but doesn't Thinker know? No, Mozzie cannot land any shots on the Thinker. He's just sitting upstairs. Frost does as well. Thinker's gonna swing, get the kill. Not even going to get picked off by Frost as well. Is he going to get the Frost as well? No, he's not. He's going to come back into the... I've forgotten the room now.
Hyferion5 just completely, again, like they did last round, flips the man advantage to their advantage as it was in Team Wanted hand. They do have this top 4 control, and Nomad's just going to just fall, and Yao gets a triple kill in the round, but that was a double that we just saw, and Yao gets the final kill in the round from this Frost. He missed the shot on the Finka, but he's not going to miss the shot on the Buck, because the Buck is literally right in front of him.
That was, again, well played from Team Wanted. They held them perfectly and made them rush their attack, and it proved that rushing the attack should never work. You need to take it slow, you need to stay composed. So, well played from Team Wanted there. 3-2 going into the 6th round here.
I mean, I want to really call that a rush. They just, I think, again, they don't, this isn't, I don't think this is Hyferion5's map. They actually, last week they won this map against Structure Esports, and they won it 7-2. And coming into this, you would think that, oh, how did they win this map against Structure Esports 7-2? And it wasn't even their map pick, it was Structure Esports map pick. And it's like, it's the same here for against Team Wanted. This isn't their map pick. And it's not that they're rushing it, it's that they're taking a little bit too long. It seems like they don't know this map, when I know full well I literally have watched them play this map a dozen times. I can tell you, they know how to play this map. It's just that they're taking a little bit too long, and I don't know if it's because this is a completely different, they're not used to the strats that Team Wanted are throwing at them. But Hyferion5, it's a little bit slow for my liking. They get the first few picks, they get the control that they want, the defenders back off, and after that they don't know what to do. And they have the operators to make that execute onto site, to make things happen around the site, to completely break down the barriers that the defenders are throwing at them. But they're not doing it. They're slowing down. They're at a standstill. And I hope that doesn't happen this round as the round starts. We do see the same old lineup that we see from Hyferion5. And I wonder if this is because maybe they don't know what to bring, and this is just what they bring usually when they don't know what to bring, or because did they have a game plan? I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It's taken, I think Hyferion5 are taking a bit too long on the attack, and then, they're taking a bit too long on the attack. And, that's probably because they aren't used to the Team Wanted strats. But we're gonna see the Thinker get very, very weak there. Shots from I'm pretty sure it's the castle. I'm not too sure here. Definitely castle looking from underneath. She shouldn't really be re-peeking it. Smoke's going to take some shots there.
Need a bomb.
Castle is being the only obstacle in this Finka's way, and she's gonna be left the worst where from it. And she does trade some damage onto the castle, but not as much as the castle got onto her. And Bandit is just gonna be waiting here in the library hallway with Prophet looking to just jump right on in, and he does that. He's in back, and now he's gonna be looking to clear this hold out from Team WanteD, but they're not really making any real progress onto this push here. ANS just rotating back onto Mezzanine, and Frozen gets the first pick of the round onto Prophet. And again, that's your buck gone. That's your soft destruction gone. That's whatever utility you have, flash grenades or hard breaches gone. And that is the man advantage going into the way of Team WanteD. This top floor control though is completely cleared out. So now they have master bedroom, and now they have office, and now they can establish these vertical angles. But with what utility, I don't know, because they don't have breaching charges. Habana doesn't have that, and I don't even think Nomad has breaching charges. She doesn't. She has flash grenades. I don't know what's going on with Hyferion5 right now. That's kind of like my biggest worry as they head into the later stages of this round. They don't know where this bandit is. The Valkyrie is below with the Nitro Cell as well. They have cameras on here. They have the intel on them. I'm just gonna push down Solarium stairs going into Trophy, but that's Yao gone. That's the smoke. That's a big nade bounces off the wall. It's gonna chip some damage off of the castle, and they know they have to know somebody's there. But is gonna be first one to be picked. That's the second for KNS. Double kill on the round for him. It's a 4v2 man advantage for Team WanteD. Better looking for them after their performance on map 1. Frozen getting a second kill of the game. And they're not even going to try and peek this Nomad. He's going to have to run into something, and he runs into the bullets of Yale as he's just going to shoot him from this angle from below. And that's the round for Team WanteD. A 4-2 take from them, and that's on the defensive Chalet. So, looking better for Team WanteD coming onto Chalet. Looking a lot better.
Yeah, definitely looking better for them. Definitely looking up as well. You know, it's a 4-2. I think they took the 10-minute break to really just evaluate what they did last round. I think last map. I think yeah, I don't think they played the last map as well as they could. Obviously, from seeing now, but at the same time, it was Hyferion5's choice, so no one can really blame from playing badly. But from the performance we're seeing now, wow, the improvement is huge.
Yeah, it's a lot better. It's a lot better coming into their own map pick, and you would expect that for and I'm happy to see it because this could be a real match turn on its head. Now Hyferion5 are on the defense, and maybe they're a little bit better on defense in Chalet than they are in their attacks. That's yet to be seen, but hopefully it remains true so we can have a really good competitive match and we don't have 2 7-2s in a row. See WanteD with their lineup, they're gonna... Oh, yes, what's different about this lineup compared to H5 is the Sophia. They didn't bring the Sophia, they instead had the Habana. And it's going to be interesting to see because she does bring those breaching charges. So if the buck does go down, you have those breaching charges in support because, yet again, when Hyferion5 had the buck and Prophet went down for the first, I don't know how many rounds because it happened so many times in a row, they didn't have those breaching charges in support of them, so they couldn't be able to make those vertical angles because their buck was gone. They didn't have breaching charges. Interesting to see how this happens. That's the first pick for Yayo, and that's a good take from him as he brings down the Mute Autumn caught completely off guard, and that's not even a minute gone by, and that's the first pick for Team WanteD. That's what they wanted.
Yeah, very good plan. Well, yeah, very good pick from she knows there's someone in there. She doesn't know where though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a quick grenade chuck it in there. Will it set off any of the Goyo? I never tell which one it is.
By those ADSs.
Good
So the
job,
ADSs
one.
go off.
ADS is done, pretty sure. Yeah, the ADSs get that. Guess we did. Hyferion5 are taking it a bit slow here. Not Hyferion5, sorry. Team WanteD are taking it a bit slow here, but you should. That's all I can say. But as I say that, Nomad's in the building, literally rushing. Not really rushing, but you know what I mean. Just running, looking for the kills. Good chuck in their jump. That's very good. Very good. Very smart play there.
They do have this, I want to say, looking at the copies mainly, but this is a library, it looks to be a library control, or just even the south side control from Team WanteD. They didn't get the first round, so they got what they were looking for, but they want to clear this utility out that's persisting in piano, and they're not going to be able to do it because these ADSs are in their way. They're going to take out these impacts, they're going to take out the nades, and they wasted both of their nades. They wasted 3 of the nades that they've had on both Finka and Ayana combined, and they wasted it on piano because those ADSs are just going to take them out. And now it's looking to be 55 seconds coming into this round. Team WanteD are lighting up Hyferion5's player, but to no avail do they find a pick. It's going to be somebody sneaking down in basement, though. I don't know who that is. That looks like Ayana. Yep, that is Ayana. She's just going to send out a clone. I don't know if this is bait. It's not bait. That's actually the clone. It's not the real one. And he's just going to be watching for angles. Yes, it is the real one. That is the real one. My fault. Stizzy's just going to get the first pick, though, for his team. And that's this. Oh, my God. They just walk into the same angle, and that's a double kill from Stizzy. He's just hitting those shots. He hits those, and that's the Sophia gone as well. KNS walking carelessly into bathroom. They don't have any intel to support them in any shape or form, and it's going to bite them in the butt here. Nomad's going to be swinging as Stizzy kills his own teammate right in front of him. Sneak in here, he's going to get picked onto Stizzy. It's a 1v3, but it's not going to be clutchable because he doesn't have time to plant the diffuser, and he doesn't have anybody to support him on playing that diffuser because he's by himself.
Yeah, that was just a good round for both teams, I think. Hyferion5 got some picks, and then WanteD got some picks. I mean, nothing really more I can say about that.
It's just, I want to say, after the first pick, though, that Yayo got, it was a good pick onto the mute. That was a good pick to open up the round. And they didn't really work off of that to translate it into taking map control, because that was actually the mute that was on second floor, and that was part of their top 4 hold that they had. And once he died, that's their top 4 hold weekend, and they can play off of that. And they kind of just slowed down a little bit. They wasted their utility on piano, because again, those ADSs, you heard them when the Finka was throwing the nades. They were there, and they zapped out every single piece of utility that he attacked through at them. The nades, the impact nades, the concussion nades, literally everything else. And you have the Nomad, you have the Nomad, and Buck can sacrifice his hard breach charges to bring flashes as well, as the Nomad does with her stun grenades. She can use those as well and burn out the ADSs, but they didn't. They kind of slowed down. They kept throwing their utility and feeding it to the ADSs. That's what the ADSs have for dinner, and you can't keep feeding them like that unless you want to lose the round. And I don't want to say they wanted to lose the round, but it kind of looked like it there.
I have to agree with that. But 2 minutes and seconds into the action phase, let's see what Hyferion5 and Team WanteD bring to the table this round. Hopefully they can play or improve on the slight mistake they made last time. Well, we're going to have to see. Sophia looking keen to get into the building here, already in. No droning needed really going up to the top game against the camera. And now he's just going to hold. Buck is droning. Nothing really more going on at the moment, but I know there is in the building. I'm going to try and get what that was. I'm not sure what it was. Yeah, good knowing it. They would have hold on the stairs there.
They have his mezzanine hold support with this deployable shield that is supporting Prophet. And it's 2 minutes about to run up on the time clock here. It's going to be a disadvantage for Team WanteD, but they're not moving. They're in the building. They're in and around this piano area. They're in office. They have that hard breach utility, opening up this angle onto that one deployable shield that's going to be on top of west stairs. And they have these positions held, but they're not really doing much with it. They're not, again, this Rooney gate persists, and the Sophia almost gets caught off guard by this Rooney or whoever that was that shot it. I'm not too sure. I think it was the Frost of Autumn. And now it's 1:20, and again, they're just risking their grenades. They're not going to be, they burned a Goyo shot on top of West Stairs, but they're not doing anything with this. But they are gonna sneak into library. There is gonna be one player in there. You can literally see his toes. Ayana can literally see his toes.
Get the shot. There we go.
And he's gonna get a
Sorry. Going to big bets. 5-3, yeah, really in the hands of Hyferion5 there.
Just a bit careless. I'm not gonna lie to you. They didn't really draw that out. They have enough time to draw that out, and they didn't make sure, like they didn't really confirm it for themselves that hey, look, this is clear. And the Aruni getting a double kill, and then funnily enough, just escaping with her life, and that Sin's literally on 11 and 5 right now. He's just going nuclear in this map.
A bomb has
We have that good map in Clubhouse, and that's gonna be another kill this time for Profit.
15 seconds.
Yeah. Shot
Now
shows
running
between
low.
the bucket and whoever that was. Bucket's going to be sat in a 1-on-5. They're going to take one down, get with them to make a 1-on-4.
Not gonna be a lot of chances for him in that round. 5, and as soon as you kill one person, that one dead person is gonna be able to call out where you're at, and the whole team is just gonna know you're not even gonna get a chance. And that's the round to Hyferion5. They bring it back 2 rounds.
4-4.
Yep.
Bring it back to
2 rounds in a
4-4 round 9 there. So, and on the attacking side, we're going to see well, really on the attacking side, we're going to see sort of a. Sorry. On the attacking side, we're going to see quite a similar lineup to what Hyferion5 played when they were attacking. And Team WanteD are going to go. No, sorry. Hyferion5 are going to go quite off route to what Team WanteD sort of played. You know, I find most teams are normally quite similar when it comes to attacking defensive there. You know, 2 teams, but really they're sort of staying quite similar, which I find quite interesting. But we're going to go into the next round here. Let's see what both teams, like I said again, see what both teams can bring to the table.
Funnily enough, you do see the Thunderbird 6 picked off onto the Vigil. And again, like I said, since Sky, you just banned, you know, you and Bandit are what you want to bring. But I haven't seen a single team bring Bandit on you, or even just like one or over the other, even as a combo. And I kind of get it because again, Bandit tricking is a lost art. Ever since Maverick became a thing, but now that Maverick's gone, you don't have to worry about that. And it's funny to me that neither team is bringing him, especially on a basement defense that you see coming out from Hyferion5. You didn't see this coming out from Team WanteD. Why? Because basement is not a site that's usually held by defenders because it can easily be overran by the attackers if they establish themselves in the right positions. And it's very easy, especially with how extended you have to be on your roams on this defense. It's easy for you to overrun maybe the on-site players or even the players that are roaming around the sites. And you do see that from Hyferion5. You see them being quite extended. I think I see somebody all the way over in master bedroom. I'm not too sure. But it looks like they're going to go straight for this wall. Our team wants it. They're going to blow this right open because there's no utility to stop them.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I agree. Sorry, I know what I'm saying. I'm not quite sure why they didn't bring any utility to the garage wall. I mean, it's quite... I mean, it's quite a stupid play, really.
New magazine!
Because, well, it's quite obvious they're going to go try and blow open the garage. So why would they not put any utility on that? But I mean, they do what they're going to do.
Open the wall completely for Team WanteD as they have these angles, and Dako's just going to be in sight. He's going to position himself right on this wall in between sight, and he's just going to be thrown there. He's going to get shot up though. It's going to be, oh my god, it's a man advantage for Team Hyferion5, but they let the plant go down. The smoke not doing his job, and they got 35 seconds to really figure out how they want to retake the diffuser here. That's a kill for Yayo as he slims the man count down to a 3v3. Oh, that's a Nomad going off unlucky as Vigil here is going to be on 25 health. He's going to be one shot. And they're still just battling it out here. You see somebody just go up and down main stairs. He's not going to figure out what he wants to do because he keeps getting shut down on his angle. But that's a Nitro Cell coming out from Autumn. Stacey's gonna get a kill, or no, sorry, Stacey's gonna get down and out, and then that's a double kill from Yao as he takes out 2 players in a row. That's your thermite, that's your support, that's the player, that's your rock, baby, because he just showed you why. I can't. Sorry.
Wow. They've got it and they got that plant down, and Team One they just panicked. Really, you know, they sort of. I'm not quite sure actually what went on there. I can't even lie to you. I'm kind of still trying to figure out actually what went on, but I mean, Team One won the round, making it 5-4. So it is what it is.
I can sort of explain it to you in the best way that I can with the siege knowledge that I do have.
Go for it.
Team WanteD got the plant down. You know, Hyferion5 weren't ready for it. And then, they wanted to pause, but they called it way too late. And
As many bombs as they can.
Yeah, that's kind of unknown. I don't know that. Anyways, basically what happened on that attack is that they got the main wall open. Again, that's because not only did they only bring the mute, but they also didn't place the mute jammers in. And then as soon as they got the wall open, Hyferion5 kind of let them have the wall, and they kind of backed off. Yao was able to plant, and they were able, or Team WanteD were able to hold the long angles, so when the defenders ran in, they could shoot them. It's just, it's really weird coming out from Hyferion5 because they have the smoke, and they just give them free control of that wall. And if you're gonna do that, you have to have a plan to deny. Oh my God, I saw him right there, and I didn't think he was gonna be right there, but for some reason, he's still right there. Autumn's just gonna be careless and gets killed by Yayo. As Team WanteD look to move on to match point, they're gonna look for the point here in this matchup against Hyferion5 and look to redeem themselves after their performance in the clubhouse.
I agree with that. I think Hyferion5 aren't playing too well on this map, and obviously I know this is Team WanteD's map, but as you said, they won, was it 7-2 against whatever team it was last weekend. So you'd really expect that from them, but at the same time, Team WanteD are just pulling some, they are pulling some mad things. And you know, just like that round just now, that plan. I mean, I don't even think Hyferion5 had time to react before the plan was already down, and well, I think that is just sort of stunned them. Not just that, but obviously their sort of like strats and sort of, you know, I don't want to say franticness, but franticness is sort of got them a little bit.
I get what you're saying. They didn't really have enough time to react. They had the man count here as they do bring the man count back, and that's Stizzy again on this long angle. He gets the kill this time onto the Nomad, and that's your air jabs going, but I believe she already planted her air jabs down, so it doesn't matter. To my curiosity, I wonder if they're still gonna push this, especially with Stizzy playing as far back as he is, especially with the MPX in hand. And it looks like he completely moved off that position. I don't know if he's there or not, but they're gonna have this wall right open, and that's gonna be the opportunity to plant maybe. Goyo just pushes out carelessly, and that's Profit gun, that's the Goyo gun, and that's your top work control gun. But as I said, that the Ayana is down but not out. But you wanna know who's out? The Finka's out, and that's Melu getting a pick onto them. This is an even man count, a lot of action going on here. And oh, she's caught in the pog mat. That's crazy. You're telling me that if you just rush without droning, you're gonna like not get caught out? Wow, that's crazy, guys. She didn't catch the pog mat right there, and that's the Ayana down and out. Well, not down, but down, but not out.
Yeah, I mean, without droning, you know, you've kind of got to expect it without ready by running and droning, you know. We're Saturday 2-1, no, 3-on-3 now.
5 seconds.
But I'm going to try and get the defense down. Couldn't get the defense down, and then Hyferion5 are going to win it. Okay.
They had the opportunity to get that plant down. The Ayana.
We're going to have a... I think we're going to have a technical timeout here. Technical timeout, or... Am I right there? Yeah, technical timeout. Let's see what...
Team Wanted. Team Wanted, I think, called it last time.
We're going to have a technical timeout here from the side of Team Wanted. And we're going to go to an intermission quickly. We're going to go to an intermission.
You could turn me on and turn me up with your gaze. You could make me feel oh so much with your ways. It's so perfect the way you play me. It's magnetic the way you pull me. You flick the switch, you know me so well. You turn me on and nobody else. I'm a project for you to complete. You're so perfect and now I need you. Need me. It's so perfect the way you play me. It's magnetic the way you pull me.
Right, welcome back after our little technical timeout there. We're going to go straight back into the rounds. Round 11 here, 5-5 to more than 5 already. We're going to see a Flores 6 pick. We don't really see Flores play too much, well, I don't at least in any match.
Attackers need to
In
locate.
competitive play, he actually does get a lot of playtime. I'm gonna mix up my words, but he does get a lot of playtimes, and that's because of his Rotero Jones. His Rotero Jones are very, very useful for clearing out a lot of utility, especially with the power positions that the defenders are able to hold. Like you see the top of West Stairs. Usually people have a shield on the top of West Stairs facing the doorway to piano from Library Hallway. There's a lot of power positions that you can play on this map that are easily that you can play on this map with deployable shields if you're a defender, and that can be easily cleared out by Rotero Jones because you got those. You got well, since Wamai's been, you had the Wamai disc there to support you. You also have the Aruni gates there to support you. You also have the AES is there to support you, and the Flores drones are there to blow them up and completely delete them from the round, and that's why he does actually see a lot of play coming into competitive play, at least in Pro League and at least in Tier 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in Siege.
Yeah. We're going to see Zafir in the building here looking to get some picks, but I don't think he's going to take up the camera though. Buck's going to be joining out with piano area, and Rooney's going to
See Ayana Clone burn out that Aruni gate from the piano door frame looking into Library Hall, and Aruni just planted on this shield, this Goyo shield that can explode at any moment if the Rotero drones were to go through, but she does have that Aruni gate at her disposal. She has her own gate at her own disposal, and she's gonna be planted behind the shield, not cautiously, she's just gonna be looking to just hold that positioning. Prophet's also going to be here in support, so if somebody tries to peek it or throw a grenade or something like that, he's going to be able to either call it out or shoot the person peeking at him. He's going to get lit up from multiple different angles. It looks like he got lit up from library window. And Ayana Clone is still going to be going through yet again. She's going to be gathering intel this time, not burning no more utility. Yayo gets the first pick of the round, and that's the Goyo gone, so that's the support for the Aruni gone. He's going to burn the ADS. I'm so sorry, the Aruni gate again with his drone, and then Stacy's actually gonna get a pick that looks like a nice solo kill. Yes, it was. He gets a nice pick onto the Buck. And again, Bucks have not had an easy time in this matchup whatsoever.
You know, I agree with that with the Bucks. They've really not really had much of an easy game there, but 4v4 here, still an even match here. Go anywhere yet? Go anywhere. Maybe Rooney's gonna be sitting in. I'm pretty sure that was free jump for sure with Frost. Laura's looking to sort of push up a little bit. She's going to use his drone head. He's going to maybe try to hatch, I'm not too sure, but I think I know one's in that room there looking. One does there's two. Maybe she's going to get in there. I think she will. She's going to get in there. Going to get out of the way though.
This top floor control, or this library and mezzanine control, completely given up by Hyferion5. As they drop back onto site, and Team WanteD actually don't have enough time here. They're gonna get caught out by Autumn. That's one kill. That's KNS down. And again, that's another kill for Autumn. That's a third kill for Autumn. And that's a fourth kill from Autumn as he ends the round off with a 4K.
Wow. What?
I may have spent is my microphone, and I'm sorry. But that's the round for Hyferion5 as they move on to match point. This isn't their map pick. It's Team WanteD's map pick, and they're gonna want to probably bring this into overtime. That attacking, they had the top floor control. They had the vertical control. They had mezzanine control. They had the control basically gifted to them by Hyferion5, and there's no way you throw that. It's now Hyferion5 a match point, and they're gonna defend master bedroom and office this time. The preferred site for defenders. They're not. You're gonna see the Aruni. I wonder if she's gonna 6-pick maybe off to a castle, but you also do see the alibi coming in.
Yeah, I mean match point here, so big round here. They really get going up here. We're gonna see we're gonna see an alibi smoke. Goyo or Goyo, however you say it, Jaeger and Ruby. So actually, a very it's gonna sound really stupid, but a really defensive iron fight. So, you know, normally you'd have maybe like and then maybe what I'd say another roamer, because I think personally Jaeger should sort of not really roam. He should sort of roam sort of close to site instead of, you know, have to let him make it go off like upstairs and stuff. If the site is like ground floor or something. But yeah, they're playing sort of a very heavy, you know, slight denial, plant denial setup there.
I agree with you right there. They do have this smoke in play, and they do have this. Well, the Goyo is not really there for plant now. It's more or less the smoke, and he only has 3 of those smokes left. And the Goyo is just gonna be there to kind of slow down these pushes, especially with his fire shields. If they're set off, the attackers, you know, the attackers and defenders do take damage from it, so it does slow either one of them down depending on who sets off what shield first. And you see the Sophia here planted in games room, and this looks like a north side, or I'm so sorry, west side push, library push. This looks like a heavy library push from the team, and it looks like, yeah, Yayo's on the roof here with the Finka, and they're already in the building. Well, Sophia is, and now Thermite is. So I'm curious about this attack because, again, this is the same. Has happened before with Team WanteD getting the map control that they want, and then they kind of like slow down, and then they don't really make any executions onto site. But they're not gonna slow down in getting this master office. Sorry, this master office office wall. This main office wall that's on mezzanine, and they're gonna open up site. But Stizzy, who has the FMG with the 1.5, is gonna hold this long angle behind the bomb chassis, looking into this hole that the attackers have created.
Yeah, I mean, 1 minute and 25 seconds left. We're still on a 5v5. Flores gonna just try and maybe push up, maybe get some tags, and bring it to get back up. Smoke gonna take some shots, maybe seeing Flores and someone. I'm not sure. Think looking quite aggressive there. Gonna try and kick a grenade. Can she just come out with these grenade kills, with these grenade plays? Can she get one off right now? The key time, Alibi's gonna take one out. There you go, pushing up towards the stairs. This plant is gonna be going down. Thermite. Can Thermite get the plant down here? Thermite's gonna get the plant down here. It's gonna go 4-on-4. Smokey's gonna go down. We're gonna go down to a 3v2 here. Jaeger and Goyo, the only ones left. Now it's only Goyo. And does Goyo clutch it up for... can he clutch it up? I'm not too sure. He's checking every corner. He's gonna have to try and get it. I think he's gonna have to try and get it planted, but he knows two of them are gonna be watching it. He's gonna swing the corner. He's gonna get the Thermite here. Oh, I thought he got him. He wants to turn around. I thought he got him.
That's the thing. Nah, Prophet is gonna want that one back because that's ridiculous. I don't want to say a misfire, but it looked like maybe he thought he shot him and maybe he downed him, but he didn't. And the thing is, in that post plant situation, Team WanteD played that perfectly well. They had the angles set up from the balcony door, and they also had someone just hiding behind the master office. I'm sorry, not master office. The office wall, the main wall that faces mezzanine. And they had the perfect post plant positioning, and there was no way Goyo wins that round unless they give the Goyo his ones. They didn't, and that was perfectly well. That was well played perfectly from Team One.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Team wants to play that very, very well. We're gonna go into the overtime here. The team, I'm good. Hyferion5, there we go. Had it in the bag there, you know, and I thought personally they had it, and then they just didn't. They lost it. They sort of like didn't lose it. They sort of threw the round away, and especially with the Goyo kill, like we won't speak of because well.
Objective is to locate a bomb.
I don't actually understand what went on there, so we would have sort of talked about that. I mean, I thought they had that, and it just sort of went up, and they got a bit overconfident, thinking they were going to win it, and really it just didn't go in their favour.
Hyferion5. I mean, I can't remember who got the first pick, but even then, time was running low, and Team WanteD, even though they got it, this happens again every time they get the map pressure they want, they don't know how to capitalize of it. And time was running low, and I didn't think they were gonna get the plant off. I thought High5 had some really unique way of denying them entry into site. They had the smoke with the 1.5, hiding behind bomb chastity, but that was last round. Let's talk about this round. And you see the Valkyrie roaming on basement, and this seems to be, well,
Hyferion5 going to take the first pick of the game though.
yeah. Melo getting the first kill, but he's gonna be left onto 25 health. He's gonna set his air jab on that trophy window as well. That's where he got shot from. That's where he's gonna grab the first kill on today. That's the castle gone. But that doesn't really mean anything because he's already placed his utility down. But it's still the man advantage for Hyferion5 as they look to make move themselves onto overtime match point. And that's a crazy jump out from KNS. He's gonna get another jump. He's gonna get a jump out, and then he's gonna light someone up on master bedroom window, and that's KNS bringing the man count back into his team's favor.
Yeah, very well played from KNS. We're gonna see the finger looking for him. Can't find him at the moment. Surely they'll find someone, but can't find anyone. No, there's someone down below the hatch, I think. Randomly playing in the bar area.
Enemy interference!
You got the Habana's on the stage. He's gonna look into the angle. I can't find anyone. Shots are gonna be taken at smoke. Smoke doesn't know where from. Doesn't know who either. Smoke. No one. There's one on the stairs. Stairs. You gonna try and swing it? Good. Didn't worry. Save it.
Players are actually pushing down Solarium stage, and that's a double kill from Yeo as he grabs a nice nitro cell kill onto both the Habana and the Ayana. Those names rhyme, but I'm gonna tell you what doesn't rhyme. Those two kills, that didn't make any sense. I wasn't trying to make sense. Yes, I was. Anyways, Finka's just gonna be on this master bedroom hatch. She's just gonna look for a pick for her team as both of her teammates got deleted from this round, and Hyferion5 looked the worst to wear from this. As I say that, Melu does get a nice pick onto the smoke this time, and that's he doesn't have any more smoke grenades to use for this round. Melu though is gonna get taken down.
Finka's gonna take one.
Getting a nice double kill for his team that round. Basically, oh, I don't want to say save the round for his team, but it most definitely did propel them to that round win, and they are now on overtime match point as they look to attack Hyferion5. And coming into this round, what would Team WanteD have to do to make sure that they actually get the point for the league table here? Because once they get this point, once they win this map, then that means that it's a tie, and they get 1 point on the table. So what do they have to do here on this attack since Hyferion5 are going down to kitchen dining?
Well, Hyferion5 are now on the defense, and as they proved themselves earlier, they were quite good on the defense. You know, they're bringing a Mutant Mirror, Goyo or Goyo, Frost and Jaeger. I think I don't think they'll be playing to actually get the 3 points there, but I don't think Team 1 is going to allow them to. I think Team 1 is actually going to try and Team 1 have got the idea of what they need to do now and knowing how they need to do it. I think actually Team 1 may just take the round there and take the map, take the game easy.
A top 4 hold from Hyferion5. As you see them reinforce that one wall Solarium, so I'm guessing they're gonna have that other wall soft, so they can have an angle behind that one wall. I'm so sorry, but an angle on that wall that's facing Solarium from master bedroom, and that way they can deny the Solarium push coming in from those two windows. But you do see the mirror coming out, and you do see her place her mirror in between the sites on that one reinforced wall. She's also going to place a mirror on the soft wall on the trophy wall leading to, sorry, I don't even know what that's called, west area leading to basement. And I've never seen that before. Well, I've seen mirrors on soft walls before. I don't think I've ever seen that strap before. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Well, as you can see, Hyferion5 are trying to sort of take it a step better, not like their other maps or even at the start of the defense, when they sort of took it a bit more aggressive. They're really taking it slow, they're not taking any peaks, not taking any free fires. That's really it. We've got the frost here on the we've got the frost here on the mirror there, really just sitting there, just waiting to get the info. Yeah, Jaeger's got a bit of damage on him, but not too much. He's going to be waiting on holding the doorway there. Little did you know there's one above him. Two of them are in the building, but Goyo's going to be there to back him up as well.
You do see the Buck using his heart reach to instead of the one now due to the recent update that Siege has gotten. And he's going to be able to open an angle from the mezzanine wall leading into office here. And he's just going to try and peek this and try and see if he can find a pick or two. Deku's going to get lit up a little bit though. Not that much lit up, but I'm going to tell you who else is going to get lit up and he's dead. It's Autumn. And that's the thing with getting her first pick of the game. He's trying to completely. It looks like Sins wanted to go out for a jump out. He's going to spray at this window wildly and he's going to miss the Finka by a lot. He's going to be lit up from it. He's not going to get anything from it. He's not even going to get a single lick of damage onto Yayo. Yayo going 15 and 8 as well as he's going to throw a nade out. He almost got his 16th there. He doesn't get anything from the nade though, not getting a single piece of damage done to the Goyo. And it looks like Twitch wants to move into bathroom. But Yayo getting picked off from Stizzy this time, and there goes a Nitro Cell from Stizzy. He looks like he wants to throw this up, but they don't have any intel to confirm whether or not he's going to be able to get a pick from this or not, and he's not going to be able to deny this patch push as well. He's going to just throw out the Nitro Cell, and wow, that's a throw and a miss from him as he throws it right on a non-destructible wall. He can probably still get somebody though. Ayana just makes a wrong step, but nope, the Ayana takes care of the Nitro Cell with the nade, and that wasn't her intention. Thinks that a Nitro Cell is going to be there. Frozen's going to get a kill going to Profit, and that's Team WanteD moving into sight. That's another kill for Frozen. It's a double for him. Now Deku getting a pick, making this 3v1. Now WanteD taking the map and now making this a draw. Very good execution from them, and completely did the opposite of what I said they always do, and that's capitalize off of the map control that they get at the beginning of the round and take that map control and completely do something with it. And now that's a point for both teams, so neither team loses.
Yeah, I mean, both teams played very well, and it was a very enjoyable first stream for me, and had great fun casting, and yeah.
Oh crap. So my co-caster accidentally just left OBS Ninja, so he's not here to do the outro, but I will say that was a fun match to cast. He did say that as he was outroing, so I will translate that to you guys. But that was a good match coming out from both teams. The last map was really fun. I liked it. We went to overtime, and a chalet match is always a good match to watch, and both teams take home the point. So Team Hyferion5 are going to be extending their lead to the top of the table for now. If another team that's literally on the same points as them doesn't win or loses or whatever, but that's highly unlikely with the matches that we got coming up for the rest of the week. And for the rest of the matches that we got coming up for the rest of the week, we got Structure Esports. I think, who is it? Structure Esports versus QVG tomorrow, so you guys should tune into that, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you.